How you doing, YouTube? It's Master of Earth here again for another video. As you can see, I'm just here spending some quality time with this being here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just spending some time with this tree I know. I often come here to, absorb the information and basically communicate. Trees are alive and trees are our friends. So go find yourself a tree, climb it, and spend some time in it. This video is going to be a very important video. Much awareness and much knowledge will be gained from this video. And all I can say is this, guys, because my audience is very diverse. I'll say this: with the information you gain from this video, it's left upon you to choose how you want to apply it. If you want to apply it for your selfish ways, for your ego, if you want to use what you're going to learn from this video to manipulate people, hey man, just know that everything in this universe always receives balance, and if that's the kind of energy you want to create, so be it. I hope that this information you gain from this video, you use it for the power of good, you use it to heal the planet, you use it to help your fellow man. Nothing is good or bad in this universe, everything just is. If you want to use this information, just feel free. However you want to use this information, just use it. But just know that everything has a consequence, and please refrain from using this as a bad thing, guys. Please use this as a force of good. So now that I got that out the way, this video is basically about thoughts. It's basically about the nature of thoughts, how thoughts travel, how thoughts influence people. And today the main focus that I'm talking about is how thoughts are always being transferred by touch. We touch people every day, don't we? We give people handshakes, we pat people on their shoulders, we give people the right of way, we touch people basically every day. And I need to let you guys know, and I need to let you guys watch and know that every single time you touch somebody, energy is being interchanged, energy is being transferred. And that energy comes in the form of thoughts, it comes in the form of magnetism, it comes in the form of electricity, it even comes in the form of genetic codes. And all this I will talk in depth in this video. So thank you guys for watching, and let's get it on, shall we? Yeah. Now, we are all one mind. We are all one great divine being expressed in infinite ways. I'm this tree. All these leaves, that's who you are. That's what I am. We are the source of everything. And basically, nothing is separated in reality. Everything is connected. We need to understand that we are so connected that you can basically say 95%. Well, matter of fact, anytime you label something with a number is limited. But I'll just say this: a good majority of the thoughts you entertain in your head isn't even yours. The thoughts in your head that you mistaken as your own may be coming from your neighbor. It may be coming from an individual that's in your proximity. It may even be coming from another planet. You need to understand that everything is connected, and even though the ego tends to give you the illusion of your mind being private. Your ego tends to make you feel as though this is your own private room. You need to understand that your mind is open. It's open to every living thing on the planet. Anything that's alive is open, and everything is connected. You might think just because you experienced the thought it belongs to you, but you'll be mistaken. It's a good chance a lot of the thoughts you think in your head didn't originate from you. You probably attracted it to you. You probably absorbed it. You probably basically, you just got it. And you need to basically understand it's not every thought that you have that authentically belongs to you. So right now on the planet, a lot of people don't understand that concept. A lot of people think everything, every thought belongs to them and so forth. So basically, guys, when it comes to anything thoughts, when it comes to anything about mental energy, you need to understand that our minds are being shared. Can you actually embrace that idea of you sharing your mind with others? Whether you like it or not, that is the nature of reality. That is the reality of things. We share our minds with people, and that is something that we really need to be aware of as soon as possible. Yeah, guys, so we share our minds with people. Now, the focus on this video is basically the transference of energy, the interchange of information. Right now, one of the main ways information is being transferred, one of the main ways thoughts are being transferred is through something we do every single day. I'm talking about touching, guys. I'm talking about shaking somebody's hand, patting somebody on the back, giving somebody a good, nice hug, giving somebody recognition. Touch is one of the main forms of thought transference in existence. And I'm going to break down everything. And I'll first need to start by basically bringing up the nervous system. The brain is powerless without a medium it can use to basically influence our organs or our various body parts and so forth. What is a brain without a spine? What is the brain without the nervous system? The nervous system is basically responsible for sending out and receiving nerve impulses from the brain. The brain basically uses your nervous system to send out commands to various organs and your body parts and so forth. And the image I'm basically trying to portray to you is that the nervous system is basically one and the same with the brain. And it's not really a good idea to separate everything, but everything is basically one and the same. The body is the same thing as the brain. Your body is a mind. Your body is a brain. And your nervous system is the medium by which your brain can communicate with your whole body and so forth. We need to understand that if you can access the nervous system, you're basically inside the brain, basically. All sensations, no matter where it's from, whether it's you hearing somebody's voice, whether it's you tasting somebody's food, or whether it's you touching an individual, that sensation that is being registered by you in your nervous system, point blank means that person's energy is in your body. You are. Let me stop it here. How you doing, YouTube? Having fun here. I just wanted to change the location. We have a visitor right here. A little cat. But anyways, let me continue with my video. Let me set the camera right. Okay. So basically, any form of stimulation you receive that comes from your five senses, and you have more than five senses, but I digress, but any type of sense that you register in your body, the source of that stimuli is in you. You are one and the same with the source of stimuli. If I'm being touched by someone, if this is somebody's hand, and if I touch that person's hand, let's take a closer look at what's going on. Me touching this person's hand, there's nerve impulses, there's information traveling from this part of my hand, and it's flowing all the way till it gets to my brain. Then my brain therefore registers it as being a touch, whether warm, cold, pleasant, or unpleasant, comfortable, discomfortable, however you perceive the stimuli. All you need to know is that all stimuli happen inside you, and you are one and the same with that stimuli. Yeah, so basically, guys, any form of stimuli, anything that you perceive via your senses, it's all happening inside of you. And that's a big thing to understand. If somebody was to touch me, that person's energy, that person's information, that person's aura, everything that is encased inside that touch is being experienced inside of me. It's being registered by my nervous system, which is inside of me. Okay? So now, the focus of this video is, of course, on touch. How touch is basically one of the main ways you send thoughts to people. I spoke about this in many of my videos. I'm going to speak about it again here. But everybody watching needs to know that the body is a holographic vessel. It's a holographic unit. And at any given moment, you can find my state of health, my mood, my thought wavelength, my anything that has to do with me can be found in a hologram in my body. And specifically, because this video is about touch, we're going to focus on the holograms of the body that can be found on your hands, and more specifically, your fingertips. At all given times, my feelings, my attitude, my thoughts, my emotions, my health, my radiance, my aura is always being broadcasted by my fingertips. Remember when I said that all stimuli is experienced inside of you? What happens when I touch somebody with my holographic fingertips, with my holographic hand? I'm basically giving them everything. All my feelings, all my emotions, all my thoughts, I'm basically giving it to them, and their nervous system then sends it to their brain. And this is why I need to go in depth. So let me just stop it here. So now that we know that all stimuli is experienced inside of us, and that you can holographically give somebody information, we need to know that any moment that you're being touched by somebody, you need to be aware of the state of mind, the state of existence that person is in at the moment of touching you. If somebody is happy and touching you, that is something that you might want, because that person, that touch might actually boost you, might charge you. But if somebody is mocking you or cursing you and touching you, you need to be aware of the type of energy interchange you're receiving. It's time for you to take responsibility on who you'll let touch and whom you touch as well. With this knowledge that you've received, next time you touch somebody, make sure you're in the right state of mind. Because if you're in a bad state of mind, you're giving that person that type of information. So let's all stay in the present now. Any moment you're getting touched, be aware of the emotional state of the person that's trying to touch you. Be aware of all these things to better your guard, to keep your guard up against the wrong type of interchange, against the wrong type of, yeah. Now, if you're interested in sending thoughts to people, to, using this science to your own benefit, what you need to know is that the human body is not stupid. If something is foreign, it will build a resistance to it. So, a way of working around this resistance, you need to, I don't want to say you need to give an illusion, but you need to be the friend of whatever body you're trying to, whatever, I don't want to say manipulate, that's a very bad word to use. But whoever's body you're trying to basically give a thought to, you need to be a friend. The best way that your thoughts will be most receptive, you need to be in a good emotional state. You need to feel good. You need to feel, if I could put one word, you need to feel divinely blissful the moment you touch that person, and charge that touch with the thought you want to give that person. Another thing that you should know, once again, the human body isn't stupid. It always builds resistance to something that is foreign. A good way of sending a thought that it will be easier to be received, it will be easier to be accepted. Instead of saying, you do this, or you blah blah blah, or you blah blah blah, you should instead say, I. You know what I'm saying? Give that person the thought as if you was that person. You know what I'm saying? For example, if that person is thirsty and you want that person to drink water, you know what I'm saying? When you touch that person, just be, I'm thirsty. And you know what I'm saying? Give that person that thought. And because it's in that form, it will be easier received. Easier. Like, okay, I'm thirsty. Okay. That person will think I'm thirsty without even knowing that it first came from your mind. But if you're like, you're thirsty, it will create a form of resistance. It's like it's a force, and the nervous system will immediately just neutralize the charge, the thought that you try to give that person. So that's my tip. If you want somebody to be more receptive to your thoughts, be in a good state of mind, feel divinely blissful, and don't use you. Instead, use I. If you're giving anybody a thought, walk in their shoes. Give them the thought in the form as if it came from their own mind. Don't make it appear as if it came from a foreign source, okay? So yeah, man, that's basically the video. You can use this any way that you feel fit, but this phenomena is real. Your body is your brain. By me touching whomever it may be, I basically have direct access to their brain. and I can give them any type of magnetism I want to give them. I can give them my mood, I can give them my thought, I can give them anything. So be careful, be descriptive on who you let touch you. And please, if you're touching somebody, always charge your thoughts, always charge your touch with very uplifting feelings. Like, give people what they need. Give people love, guys. Give people what they need, okay? Next time you give somebody a handshake, give them light. Give them love. Give them life. Charge your handshake with life, and let them be astonished by how such a simple handshake can lift their spirits. Okay, guys, more videos to come. Master of Earth. Until next time, people, I love you so much. Yeah.